It was March 21, 1998. 23-year-old Amy Lynn Bradley boarded the Royal Caribbean Rhapsody of the Seas with her parents and brother, embarking on what was supposed to be a joyful family vacation through the Caribbean. The ship shimmered under the morning sun as music and laughter filled the decks. Amy, confident and outgoing, was looking forward to diving into the turquoise waters of Curaçao, her spirit as bright as the ocean itself. That evening, the Bradleys enjoyed dinner, took family photos, and later stopped by the ship's dance club. Amy was seen laughing, carefree, swaying to the music with her brother and a few members of the ship's band. It was the kind of night you never expect to end in tragedy. Sometime around 1 a.m., Amy and her brother returned to the family's cabin. After a brief chat on the balcony, her brother, exhausted, went to bed. Amy stayed outside for a while longer, enjoying the ocean breeze. By 6 a.m., their father woke up and noticed Amy was gone, her cigarettes and lighters still on the table, her shoes untouched. It was as if she had vanished into the sea without a sound. The family began searching the ship, expecting to find her somewhere nearby. But as minutes turned to hours, panic set in. Amy was not the type to wander off. Her name echoed through the hallways, unanswered, as the ship pressed onward to its next destination, unaware that something unthinkable had already happened. When the Bradleys alerted the crew, they were told to wait. Officials believed Amy might simply be sleeping in another passenger's cabin. But Amy's parents knew better. As the ship docked in Curaçao, they begged the captain to hold passengers on board until a search was done. Their plea went ignored. Hundreds of people disembarked, and with them, possibly, any chance of finding Amy. The crew eventually searched the ship but found no trace. Amy's ID, shoes, and belongings were still in the room. No signs of a struggle. No note. Just absence, cold, terrifying absence. The Caribbean sun glared down as the Bradleys realized their dream vacation had turned into a nightmare in motion. Witnesses began to come forward. Several crew members remembered seeing Amy earlier that morning, near the ship's elevator, alive, alert, wearing a bright green outfit. A member of the ship's band, Blue Orchid, even admitted to dancing with her the night before. Yet when questioned, his story wavered. Something wasn't right. Then came the whispers. A female passenger saw Amy with crew members after dawn. A waiter told Amy's parents he hoped she'd join them at the beach later, a comment that sent chills down their spines, since she was already missing. Every clue deepened the mystery and raised the horrifying question: had Amy been taken? Back on land, reports trickled in from Curaçao. Locals claimed to have seen a young woman matching Amy's description being escorted by men into a nearby resort. Another sighting placed her on the beach, dazed and frightened. Yet every lead ended the same way, gone before authorities could verify. Interpol and the FBI joined the case, but the trail grew cold. The island's sun glared down on posters of Amy's smiling face, now fading in the heat. Her parents stayed behind, desperate, handing out flyers and praying that someone, anyone, would come forward. Over the years, strange reports emerged. In 1999, a U.S. Navy officer claimed he saw Amy in a Curaçao brothel, terrified, pleading for help before being dragged away. A Canadian tourist later reported seeing her on a Caribbean beach, accompanied by men who wouldn't let her speak. Each account brought new hope and new heartbreak when searches turned up nothing. For Amy's parents, every sighting was a cruel balance between hope and despair. Was she alive, trapped somewhere far from home? Or had the world simply imagined her ghost in the Caribbean mist? Amy's family never stopped looking. They worked with private investigators, appeared on TV shows, and followed every rumor across countries. Yet each lead dissolved into uncertainty. Time passed, but the ache remained, her mother still sitting in an empty place at the table, her father replaying that morning in his head. The sea, vast and indifferent, seemed to mock their efforts. The cruise line moved on. The world forgot. But the Bradleys never did. For them, Amy wasn't just a case file. She was their daughter, stolen by the waves or by human hands, no one knew which. More than 2 decades have passed, yet Amy Lynn Bradley's story still haunts the sea. Her disappearance exposed the dark side of paradise, a world where danger hides behind sunsets and steel railings. Theories range from abduction to human trafficking, but the truth remains locked beneath the waves. Each year, her family releases flowers into the Caribbean, hoping one will drift back home. Somewhere beyond the horizon, perhaps Amy's story is still unfolding, lost in the endless blue where silence keeps its secrets. What do you think really happened? Drop your theories below, and don't forget to subscribe for more chilling mysteries.